interesting thing about this film was it was 100% live. Nothing could go wrong, nothing whatsoever. And literally before we started, everything on earth you can name went wrong in this apartment building. It was in kind of a rough part of town.
It was a full moon.
Just before we got started, there was an actual kind of fight right down in the lobby, probably about 15 minutes before we were actually going to go.
There's a bunch of people in the vestibule screaming and swearing, and the guy had blood all over him, and he's like, "Let me in!" So we thought we were doomed, the police were going to show up, but unfortunately we lived in kind of a downtown area, so I guess that kind of behavior was tolerated on a regular basis.
Alex, if you can hold on 2 seconds, the police car just went by.
Thanks for the update.
Alex was a huge part of the actual production. We had scripts, they were all marked the same, and we would turn page by page as we were listening to the actors. We had to really be on, so Alex was coordinating all of the cast and crew who were in a van outside. The van doubles as the police van later in the movie. So he was giving cues to the actors, you know, when to approach, their speed to approach, what direction they should be coming from, and where they're to go afterwards.
At one point, I had to make my first entrance into the film, which required me to zip from, I believe, the second floor down into a basement, like down a long hall, down a flight of stairs. But it was a tricky, weird setup the way this basement was. Then I went down to the wrong level. Then I knew I was at this wrong level. Well, now I'm panicking because we're on a clock, like to the dime. So I'm like in a panic. Oh my God, I gotta get the hell back. I run up, back up to the proper level, and I couldn't even find the door. I gotta get to this door, and I'm supposed to be calm, and I'm trying to control that as I'm running like a bat out of hell. And the guys across the street were holding back laughter because I come stumbling. Of course, I'm off camera here, but I come stumbling off over a gate and almost fall. I just make it to the door. So anyway, I get in, and I calm down and somehow got through it because I should have been panting, and if you listen to the film, you'll see I'm pretty calm. I got it back together.
The principal actors, they had a mic on at all times. One of the other 1 or 2 mics that we had would be rotated to different people. We get them recorded down on different channels to mix in later with the video.
The only thing that was even close to looking like a movie set was something that you had to look really close to, which was an earpiece.
I was communicating through this walkie-talkie, you know, move over a little bit, and there was this one scene, a very kind of crucial scene, which I won't spoil, but he was standing there and his face was blocked by the door frame, and he's delivering lines, and I'm like, Dick, move forward, step forward. I need you to move forward, you gotta move forward. So there's moments where, when you're watching the movie, you can hear there's parts where he's stuttering, and it's not because he's forgetting his lines, it's because I'm there yelling at him in his ear, saying, move forward, move forward. And then finally, when he was in the right spot, I was like, great, and I just put the walkie-talkie down. We watched the monitor, and when the moment happened, I was like, yes, it was great, we got it. Probably one of the most inexpensive feature films ever made. Literally, their production budget was under $100. We used 2 VHS tapes to record the images, the main image and a backup, and some tapes to record the audio on. And I mean, the pizza that we bought as a prop that the character Justin ate cost more than the tapes. I mean, that was a producer's dream, you know. Here's a movie and it's only going to cost us $100. So that was great. Post-production, same thing. It was, we used everything that we had. It was like, okay, how can we make a movie using, you know, the things that we already own? All the sound was done on a PC using the program Cubase. And Tim Dashwood, who was the post-production supervisor, he would transfer some files so I could watch it in a little QuickTime movie, and I would sync up all the sound and the music to that, and then I would give all the music, dialogue, and effects stems to Tim, and he would place them, and you know, he would do the online, and he created the opening title sequence as well. That was fantastic, and the end credits as well. So It was a very small team that put it together. A very, very, very small budget, which was perfect for us ultra independent filmmakers.
Camille was she was nice to work with too. She's I believe still doing her thing in Toronto. I'm not sure, but it was enjoyable working with everyone, and Andrew especially, because in meeting him, I asked him to do a project I was doing shortly after Fvoyer, which he agreed to do, and great guy and excellent actor. He always kind of reminded me of like a Rob Halford / Gary Oldman sort of thing, and I loved his English accent, but hope to work with him again one day. Just a good cast all around.
I'm quite pleased and totally excited about how it turned out. The thing is, you have to believe in yourself and just go out there and go and do it. And that's pretty much was the attitude that I had with Fvoyer.
It's a different watch when you watch this movie because there is no camera movement, but the story behind it, the characters are compelling, and it leads up to an end that's quite shocking.